Hello guys and welcome. I want to quickly show you guys how to use the retarget audience retargeting feature that is using your Facebook pixel. Now you go over to your ads account manager and come over to create a new campaign. You know how we arrived at this. You create a new campaign, then select your ad objective. The first step is to select your ad objective. If you don't have a website, you cannot use this feature. You cannot retarget your audience. If you don't have a website or an application, you cannot retarget your audience because you don't have any place where you can install a Facebook pixel. And before you head on to retarget your audience or to create a custom audience to retarget, it means you already have created a pixel that you installed or connected to that destination, which is your website or your application. That is before you can be able to retarget audience, because Facebook uses the pixel to collect data. Is a kind of cookie that you install on your website that any of your website visitor, the cookie tracks their activities and know the kind of things they are doing even off Facebook. So that is how it works. Now you come over to this conversion and select your ad objective. You come over to conversion and select your ad objective. If you don't have a catalog for your store or for your website, if you are into product sales, if you don't have a catalog, you have to choose this one and select and create your catalog first. But since I already have a catalog on my store, which is lexstores.com, I have to choose conversion. Then you click on continue. So to be able to retarget your audience, first you need to create a custom audience. Now we head over to audience and create new. You create custom audience, and this is how you do it. When you are here, you choose the audience you want to create. You want to use your website, app activity, offline activity, or customer list. If you have a website that you sell something, you probably will have a customer list, because people that visit and purchase from your store stores the information and you have the customer list. So if you have an application, which if you have an application, you install your pixel and you can track activities of people that visit your app or that make use of your app. Now if you have a website or store, you can use this option. You can also use your videos, your lead form. Maybe you have created a lead form where you said people to impute their information to be contacted at a later time. You know how that works. Like, you go to a website and it asks you for your email address and maybe other details about you before you can be able to, or for them to be able to contact you. So that is what you use here. That is if you have ever done that in the past. If you want to use your Instagram business profile, or if you want to use your video or your Facebook page, you want to track activities of people that have visited your Facebook page or people that have visited your Instagram profile in the past, you can create and target them here using all these options. So I will select website traffic, and then we continue. Now pay attention. You have to pay attention to this part. You the Add people to your audience. It says add people to your audience. Now include people who meet any of the following. Select this. If not, you are going to limit yourself. If you don't use this option, any of the following, it means you will limit yourself, or you end up selecting just one option here. Now I will tell you why I said that. This is another option here, all. If you select this all, then you will limit yourself. it will end up narrowing down your audience. If you want to add an option here, it will not give you the option to add more people. Okay, let me give you an example. If I select all, further narrow, that is what it says. You are narrowing your audience down. You are not expanding your audience with this option. So it will reduce your chances of making sales or reaching your goals. It depends on what you want anyway. So I would rather prefer to choose any of the following criteria. Now I have selected the first option as my website visitors in the last 30 days. Depending on the number of days, you know how frequent your website gets traffic. So you know how frequently your website gets traffic. So you indicate the number of days you want Facebook to track, to use the details here. That is what you are going to do. So I will say website visitors in the last 100 days. Okay. Now I want to include more people to this audience list. I will click on that and I will say people who visited, who had a page view from the events manager, which is your pixel. Your pixel is taking note of all these things. So that's why you are able to see these options here. You can track people who have viewed a page on your website. Now I can say, okay, people who have viewed a page on my website, I want to track them too. In the last 100 days. Now I also want to add more people to this list. People who have initiated a checkout. You know, some people visit your store without making any purchase. Maybe because they change their mind, or because they feel the price of the item is high, and they might decide to look for the item cheaper elsewhere. So you select people that have initiated a checkout in the past. Let's say 100 days. I'm just using all these as an example for you. If you select all these, you impute the name depending on what you want to track, depending on who you want to retarget. I'm just giving you all these options as an example. Now let's see Alex audience, or let's say Lex Stores. The name of my website is lexstores.com. You can as well check it out. Now that you have imputed a name, now that you have added a name here, you can be able to save. Now look at what happens. If there is no name, if you have not indicated name for your audience, you cannot create this audience. So you have to put a name for you to be able to create it. So you create the audience. Now that you have created this audience, there is another thing you can do to increase your chance. That is called lookalike audience. With these two, I know I'm teaching you all these things because you have taken your time to reach this stage of this course, so you deserve to know all these things. This lookalike audience helps you to reach more people, even when they have not visited your site. Yes, it creates like a kind of by the name you should understand what it means. Look alike is something that is similar to that is what it means. People that behave the same way that people that visited your site behave. That is exactly what it means. I believe you understand what I mean by that. You can go ahead and create a lookalike audience. People that in their activity, based on their activities on Facebook, based on the things they have done, the sites they have visited, Facebook have been able to know that they perform similar actions to what you selected in your custom audience. This is what you do, you create a lookalike audience. Now, these legstores.com lookalike, people that look alike the audience I have created here. So, which country are you targeting? Where do you want this lookalike audience to come from? Do you want them to come from Nigeria, or do you want them to come from Asia? Do you want them to come? Where do you want them to come from? You specify it here. You specify it here. For online store owners, maybe drop shippers like us, I don't know. I advise you don't select Nigeria. Choose another country for your as your target. So I want my lookalike to come from the United States. You see, it's already here. So I impute that. I don't want to add any other to this. 1% of the people of the US population that look alike, that look like my audience, is who I want to target. 1%, just 1%. Number of lookalike audience, just one. Just leave it at one. Now I want to create this audience. The audience has been created. The lookalike has been created. You can see it here. Website lookalike. The lookalike of these website visitors. That is what I've just done here. Now you go further to this part. You want this audience to come from Nigeria, so remove Nigeria. You want them to come from United States, so remove Nigeria. United States should pop up. Yes, it's there. Now pay attention to this part. Please don't say people living in or recently visited this location. I don't like selecting this option. I want people that are living in the US, not people that have visited US and maybe have left. If you are targeting this, chances might be that you end up showing your ads to people that have already left the US and maybe are no longer interested in what you have to show them. So you select people that live in this location. People living in the US, that is who you want to target, not people that visited US and maybe have left. So you select the age range. Let's say 24 to 59. That's just for instance. Now detailed targeting. You detail your target. Maybe you are selling a wristwatch. Maybe you are selling something online. I can say shopping. People that like shopping. Now I like this is an online shop or online shopping. You people that purchase something online, you can select people that like online shopping. I prefer you just leave it at one interest. Just leave it at one. Then in your other ad sets, you can tweak it. You can select different interests for different assets to check the one that mostly converts for you. So that is what you do. Now you go ahead and save this audience to be able to use it. You click on save. Now you want to save this audience as legstores.com. Now I'm saving it. I have saved this audience, and that is it. You can now be able to use this audience. You can see it's saved. Now if you go to your audience, you come to use saved audience instead of creating new audience. You already have a saved audience here. You go ahead and use it for your ad campaign. I believe with this little information and little idea, you'll be able to make success in your ad campaigns. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you. God bless you.